Alright, just gotta wait for it to fill up now. Hey, Mr. Lee and Fidel. Or MJ. Well, Lee and Fidel. I'm sorry, I'm bad at reading the names sometimes. That little print. Thanks for tuning in. Just got done covering a tournament game. Let's see if I can get some people to join here. Play. Thanks, Matthias. I appreciate that. Let's lower the elo a little bit in this game. If we can get some takers. Jason says they were talking about playing some ranked in the Discord. Yeah, anything I'm looking for group. Okay, Ditya's gonna join. See if we can get at least one more, maybe two. Be good, I think. Oh, hey Adam. Here we go. Yeah, I recognize you. We've played before. I've never played with this player before. I remember the username. It's kind of memorable. We're gonna duck out. Okay, they're back. Maybe they're gonna play. Alright, let's go with 3. Alright, we get Polania. That's fun. With Patriotic. Underworld Advantage and Monopolize. I do like Polania Patriotic. Oh, but Aditya has Militant, Crimea. Gonna take. And COVID Kisses has Albion Mechanical. Alright, tier list really quickly here. Crimea Innovative, SS, Polania Patriotic B, Albion Mechanical F. And Crimea goes first. It's gonna be tough, guys. Combat cards are alright. See what Albion does. I mean, Crimea is just going to make so much coin in this game so quickly. Yeah, it's an incredibly tough matchup. Like, I won't say unwinnable. Gosh, it's close. Crimea is certainly a combination. A lot of people know how to play Crimea Militant because it's really good. One of the ones people learn. What Albion does. So in 2-player, what I usually do is I go for an enlist or two early and just put one upgrade on deploy and then hope for the best on the encounter. But I can't depend on the game going that long in this. So I have to do something else. I'm gonna go for the double upgrade on the deploy and then trade my way to the factory, hope for maybe popularity factory card or something, or an enlist factory card, something to give me either a really quick finish or more likely some sort of a stall finish. Alright, what do we got here? This is good. What is this? That's pretty perfect. Let's take pop. We can spend it on our next encounter. Guys, we got an incredibly tough matchup, but that encounter was as good as we could have asked for. Got as much metal we need. Groovy music, but maybe slightly lower volume. Can do that. Albion so far going mechless. Me going for enlist number 2. Good, my combat cards are good because I don't know how many of them I'm gonna get. So far keeping up with Crimea on coins, but he hasn't even started to make mechs yet. Already at 7 power too. Don't have a lot going for us in this game. So Albion still mechless, upgrading the deploy and the move now. So if it were me, I would move this worker to the farm and move the character out. See what they do though. North Creature says I'm in the next match. Sounds good, man. Matthias, could you have gone 2 workers in your farm round 2 for an enlist round 3? Definitely. And I do that in 2-player. It just makes for a slower game. And with Crimea Militant in this game and Albion Mechanical, I'm just not confident the game is going to last long enough for me to do it that way. Now, if I'd known I was going to get 4 metal, you know, maybe I would have done that. Yeah, this is great right here. This is a good move out of Crimea. As the next produce takes you to 8 workers, gives you enough food you can trade for 2 metal, enlist, and then move and drop another mech. But we are going to get to the factory pretty soon, which is really good. Okay, there's a produce to 8 workers. Hey Matthew, it's going well, man. How are you? Been a little while since the stream, so wanted to get one in. There's the produce out of Crimea. Oh, and does Crimea have foundations or something like that? Oh, that's insane. Thankfully, I got this dynamite encounter. I wouldn't even be in this game. I may still not be. Down by 9. I've got an easy objectives though. Matthew says, I'm tired. I've been really enjoying your coverage of the tournament. I'm glad, man. It's been a great tournament. Everybody's been saying it's the favorite format of any they've ever played, so been really actually an event coordinator this time around, so I've gotten to be a part of running the event, which has been a lot of fun. And seems like everyone's having a good time thus far. Alright, Crimea, trade for 2 metal, right? And enlist. What's the combat card situation though? Only 2? I mean, maybe they're thinking they don't have enough combat cards, but I would have liked to see a trade for 2 metal. Set yourself up for a move and another ploy. Now you're going to move, and unless you get lucky on the encounter, you're not going to be able to deploy, and you're going to have to spend an empty move action. What do we got? Nothing good. That's what. This at least gives us a bottom row action and some popularity. We'll take it. Lost in the Woods made me lol. I actually came up with the name of that, so thanks. Appreciate that. What's the build bonus since we're building buildings? See, Albion gets 3 popularity. Crimea's turn. Gonna move. And really hope they don't get metal or resources of their choice off this encounter. That would really bail them out for what I think was probably a bad decision. We get lucky here. No upgrade, no metal, no resources of their choice. It's a good thing. The lobby is super populated. Never knew there was a scroll when there were 16 or more players in it. Yeah. You can get a lot of players in the lobby for sure. Oh right, combat card and popularity. Alright. Gonna be a little creative here. And put a mill on the village. Yeah, during the lockdowns, there were way too many people in the lobby and it got overloaded. Unfortunately, they dedicated more server resources to it, but I think unfortunately a lot of those people never came back. All right, we're gonna have to tunnel block Crimea. You can't move out of the base the next turn because they didn't trade for that extra metal. What's the score looking like? We're actually ahead, believe it or not. Our path to ending this game is suspect. We're gonna have to get really lucky in the encounters. Thea says people should use the global chat in the game more often. I'm just kind of ignoring Albion. This game is just kind of centering on Crimea this game. I mean, Albion Mechanical is so bad. He's sitting at 13. Despite having 6 popularity, probably 7 popularity in a second. No enlists, 1 mech, 1 upgrade. Just hasn't done a lot by turn 11. All right, Mia has the metal. They can make the rest of their mechs, but they don't have the Riverwalk mech, so they can't leave the base. So here's the question, do we move to this encounter with our character and block the tunnel, or do we drop a building here and block the tunnel? I think we drop the building and wait a turn to block the tunnel. But I think we drop the building and take the encounter. Crimea just used their move action, right? Oh, and they made scout. All right, what do we got here? Take the 2 popularity, or the 1 popularity and the $2. And I guess let's take an upgrade. I kind of want to get to tier 2 this game. I feel like I need to have a chance. Trade this and this. That way we can at least trade for our last 2 mechs. All right, now it's time to block the tunnel. So we'll leave a worker here, take a worker, maybe a couple workers here and 1 there, move the character over here, and then move this worker up to here because we're going to complete our straight line. And hopefully we'll get we'll pick up another popularity and we'll be in tier 2 pretty soon. There's Shield out of Albion. It's going to be a while before Crimea can leave the base. Alright, an encounter. Just want one right here. We do not want Crimea to get into tier 2. Oh, this is nice. We are in tier 2 now. Could have taken the resources, but this is, I'm keeping up so far. Boy, look at that 20 coins though. Mia still cannot leave the base because they elected to take scout instead of speed. Maybe we'll get some metal. Hoping we get a little bit lucky here. Put a mine. Put an armory right here. Give me popularity or metal, please. We've already taken popularity off the enlist bonus. I'm really not going to produce anymore. And I don't want to spend popularity on a structure. Just going to dismiss this. Give them the 2 combat stars. They've got to turn in an objective before I can suicide. And I've got to be a threat to end. Goes to Crimea. They can make their Riverwalk mech now. North Creature says tier 3. I'm thinking about it. Yes. Yes, I'm thinking about it. I need metal though. Really need metal. Albion has power and they've got all their mechs grouped up. I think I'm gonna forgo this mech block and take take the units out of reach of Crimea. I just cannot catch a break here on these encounters. I don't want the structure. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it next turn. I'm gonna get it in a straight line. I'm gonna turn in the objective. I don't know how long I'm gonna have these 3 tunnels. Look at this guy, 66. In tier 3 next turn. For me, it can't move. Albion gonna bump my worker. And bring in another mech. Hopefully I can depend on you, Albion. Not give up an easy combat to Crimea. Good. Grouped up mechs. I like that. Next turn, I can drop my last building for a star. Move the character here. Put it in a place Crimea can't easily reach. What's Crimea gonna do this turn anyway? Just bolster for a little bit of power? I wish that 2 food was 2 metal so badly. Albion has burrow. This is the only place to put my metal. And it's good that there's a worker covering the factory because that means it's going to take Albion longer to get there. So what are my remaining stars? 2 combats and what, mechs? Maybe power? Power max? 1 combat? Mia can finally leave the base. And they will. Popstar? That would be difficult. I think my path here is probably... Crimea's going to go to 4 stars. And I've got a sizable lead right here. Crimea, having to bump my workers, kind of commits himself to tier 1. Want to get out camaraderie and then suicide on Crimea for the win. But I actually need another star before I can pull that off. I have to be able to... It's only a suicide if you... Successful suicide if you win the game by doing it, right? Otherwise they just give you the combats and live to fight another day. Score 34-point lead right now. Be nice to have the power enlist right now. Mia's basically got nothing to do this turn. Characters here, it's going to be a really long time before they get a factory card, and they can't really successfully reach this spot without one. It's round 17. I think I'm going to put my camaraderie mech right there. There's a mine there that I put there in the hope of getting out of my base if I needed to. Okay, here's where I'm going to lose the factory, which is going to be a 12 plus 6, 20-point swing. Still be up, but just not nearly as much, especially if Crimea starts bumping other workers. Crimea with the upgraded move could take a combat off of Albion, but they can't take the factory at the same time, and if they don't take the factory, they definitely can't get the score to win. Bringing the character out. Probably bumping the factory right now. Got really good combat cards. Now being moved, they can. Trade pop, then go for double combat. I have camaraderie, so I'm good as far as that goes. Oh, they're threatening this this character up here. They spread out some, but they don't take the factory. So I've got 2 turns because they can't move next turn. For Power Star. Got 3 5s. Up by 16. Albion can't take the factory. Crimea can't take the factory next turn. Just thinking this out. I wanted a single unit. Okay, I can attack this unit with 2 for 2 power and 2 5s, even if they take my 5s. That's 17. No, that's 12. And the most this one unit can throw is 12, so I can win this combat. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. I can't move next turn. I did take camaraderie, didn't I? Yes. And don't want to put anything on a tunnel for Albion to attack because they could sword me and ruin my plans at the Power Star and the Mech Star. Factory card move gets you either pop or power. It gets me pop. Camaraderie. No loss of popularity. Albion can move, but Crimea can't. And I can end next turn with a bolster into a deploy. That's 2 stars. Alright, guys. Oh, the encounter. Yeah, I wanted the 1 combat here because I knew Crimea couldn't move the next turn. Yeah, it's good game. It's good game. Albion just didn't move quite enough to get to the factory, and Crimea didn't take the factory when they had the chance. Of course, had they taken the factory, and I still could have moved there with 3 units and retaken it. And I would have done it. It would have been a little dicier. I would have had to not have a 5 stolen to ensure victory, but I would have taken the chance. Seeing as... Thanks, Matthias. I did not think I was going to win this game when I saw Crimea militant, I'll be completely honest. Wow. For me, it couldn't move, then you had multiple ways of winning, either double combat, power star, or deploy. That's right. I mean, would I have won multiple combats? Could attack there, won a combat there, attacked there and won a combat there, and then deployed the next turn for the win. Yeah, I could have done that. This worked though. 105 to 57 to 31. All right, good game, guys. Took down the mighty Crimea militant. I love Polania. Just so much fun. Every Polania game is a game you've never played before. That's what this was. All right, guys. That was a lot of fun. I think I'm going to call it a night, though. We'll do this again soon. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching the tournament game. And